with Mitch Marner, like what he brings such energy to the game and to the room. Can you talk about what you guys missed when he wasn't around and what you got back when he came back?
Sorry, Kevin, you kind of cut out there. Was it you were saying about Mitchie coming back?
Yeah, the energy he brings to you guys. What did you sit now? What's that mean to you?
Yeah, it's massive for our group. I think obviously Mitchie's a huge part of the team on and off the ice. So being on the road as much as we've had lately, even off day like yesterday and coming to the rink today, just bringing that upbeat attitude. Just so much fun to be around and loves being around his teammates. So sets the tone that way. And then certainly I think the amount of situations he plays in, the impacts he makes, different areas of the game, offensively, defensively. The minutes he plays, obviously that goes to show just how important he is and how well he puts that energy to use.
And you guys have hit a bit of a bump in the road here the last few games. What do you think you guys got to do to get yourself out of it?
Well, obviously we've got to tighten things up and make things more difficult for our opponents. Certainly, at different points of the game where we've been in control and we've haven't made it as difficult as we need to be. So just our execution of our details, with and without the puck and situational awareness and just being very difficult to play against shift after shift. Giving up momentum like we have, and obviously even when you do have to check and play in your own end, just being difficult in that area and really trying to limit teams to few opportunities and being on the outside and protecting the middle of the ice much better.
Next up, we'll go to Lance Hornby, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Lance.
John, what do you think that identity line of the Islanders brings to their game?
Yeah, they've obviously have made a huge impact over the years. They just seem to bring a lot of life, a lot of energy. Spark, give them a lot of spark and contribution, different ways and different elements. Obviously, bring a lot of energy, get their crowd into it. So, they're reliable in a lot of situations. And they're very consistent. So. No doubt they play a big part of what they do and help them bring success.
And follow up, you were probably asked this before you went to the new rink on the island. What do you think about it finally being there? Many of us have many memories of you being trotted out at press conferences whenever the Islanders had something new to talk about, renovations or new rinks and that. How do you feel that it's finally there and it's up and for the people there finally have a new home?
Yeah, it's great for the organization and the fan base. I think it was something weighing over the heads of everybody for a long time, even before my time there. So great to see that finally got a home, that they got that certainty and a rink that was built for them. So no question, it's only going to bring that much more stability and really help them in their future. So great for the organization and their fan base.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Mark Masters, TSN. Go ahead, Mark.
John, Sheldon felt like the game on Wednesday was a bit different than some of the other games recently. He called the play soft and purposeless. I'm wondering what you make of that assessment and if it lines up to what you were seeing and feeling in that game.
Well, I think, we have a certain standard and expectation of our group and the level that we want to be at and what we're trying to get to. And I think we know we definitely weren't there to that level. And, we've haven't been as consistent of late and haven't really been able to find the rhythm to our game and the way we've played at certain points this year and obviously wanting to get back to that. So I think we realized the execution and the details were inconsistent and we got to do a lot better, especially defensively on being a difficult team to play against and understanding just how hard that is game in and game out, shift in and shift out, bringing that level of effort and consistency and really making it hard on our opponents. So, I think it just goes to speak on, I think, what he and I think ourselves expect of ourselves and where we want to get to and how we want to keep challenging the group and knowing we want to continue to push the envelope.
when the coach uses language like that? Because we haven't heard him, use words like soft and purposeless before. How do you process that as a player? Do you feel like that resonates in the room more than in any other kind of comments?
I think all comments, whether it's coming off of a good game or a game where we played poorly or we weren't happy with the way things went. You try to approach it the same every day. You're trying to get better regardless of things are going well, things aren't going well. So I just from my own personal experience and opinion, obviously there's different highs and lows throughout the year and different challenges and obstacles and adversity you face, but try to approach each day as it's a day to be challenged, to get better, no matter the circumstances. And I think regardless of what Sheldon said publicly, I think it was going to be communicated regardless to the group that we have to be a lot better.
Last one here, we'll go to David Alter with the Hockey News. Go ahead, David.
Hey, John, just following up on that, it looked like after practice that Sheldon spent some time one-on-one time with you and your line mates after. Is that just reinforcing the message of trying to be better, or is it specifics? Is it general stuff? Like what happens from the end of an intense practice to just before a game like that?
Yeah, I think it happens throughout the year, just checking in and whether it's following up on conversations that were had prior, or just seeing after practice, whether it's individually or the pulse of the group, where things are at, and kind of the theme of the messaging of the day, how things were received and taken, and we're all trying to continue to work together just to, like I said, get better and challenge each other and push one another to get better, and knowing that especially lately we haven't been as consistent as we want to be.